So, we're at part number 2 now, or chapter number 2, and we're at part number 13. Yeah, 13. The next morning on the outskirts of Anderhall, indeed, we're going the other way back now.
What the hell is that? This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
Can you not simply raise the remains when we find them?
Pardon, Lord, but a being of Kel'Thuzad's power can only be reanimated at a nexus of powerful ley energies, and there are no such places in this land.
Very well then. Let's move out.
Yes, there we are. These are basically, what can we call them? They're actually called meat wagons. But let's check around here. Pretty much what you can do with them is, I'm gonna show you right here. Get a corpse, pick up a nearby corpse for later use, and you can basically shoot it out, and I don't really know what it does, and it's pretty fun. You know, I never really use these kind of things that tactically. It's basically the, you know, the mortar teams that we use quite a lot. It's basically the kind of mortar teams for the undead. So let's get all of these human guys down as fast as possible. And champions of peace, yes indeed. Pretty much let's go with a death coil. There we are, and we're back up to maximum health. Pretty much me and the problem with, I'm just gonna see what this guy's saying. Yeah, blah blah blah. They don't really care. We got our meat wagon, take it down. Pretty much my problem with the undead, it seems like you always start with so many units, but pretty much the units that the undead have is worthless. Pretty much it needs 2 gals to take down 1 footman. And I just hate that kind of stuff. I want the units that I know I can rely on, and that actually does a good amount of damage. So pretty much Arthas is going to be our main character, and we're going to go through Gavinrad the Dyer. I'm sorry for my bad English, but I think we can still manage, or at least I hope so. And you see these gals, that was 6 gals, and they're pretty much all dead. I'm just going to go do some death coil right on him, and he used holy light on me. That's not really nice. Come on now, don't go and take down this guy. Pretty much I don't think I have to worry. And come on, you better start attacking me, and we can just use all of these potions, and it's pretty much gonna be simple victory. Now let's move away here now, and let's turn around and just look at the damage. That's how we do it. And we're pretty much up to maximum health. And Scroll of Healing is gonna heal all of our non-mechanical units all around us. Very good to use if you run into a situation where pretty much the damage is not that control, or basically there's a lot of small units and they're pretty much everyone is getting a little bit damaged. Go in here to Kel'Thuzad's, if you remember, this is exactly where we kill Kel'Thuzad.
Come along now, Necromancer. The powers that you once served have need of you again.
Told you, my death would mean little.
What the? Am I hearing ghosts now?
It is I, Kel'Thuzad. I was right about you, Prince Arthas.
It took you long enough. These remains are badly decomposed. They will never survive the trip to Quel'Thalas.
Quel'Thalas?
Yes. Only the energies of the High Elves' Sunweapon can bring Kel'Thuzad back to life.
Then what must be done?
You must steal a very special urn from the Paladin's keeping. Place the Necromancer's remains within it, and he will be well protected for the journey.
As you wish.
There we are. So a little bit of a fun fact: the urn that they're basically talking about is the urn of his father. And good thing about these guys is that I can build buildings and I can just move away from them. a very smart way to basically handle everything. But the thing is, I can't build here until this thing is done. And I think I can actually... No, I can't even place up Sigurust. Can I place up... no, nothing. It's just for me to wait. Let's assemble the units. These guys are basically woodworkers. They're basically made to attack and be woodworkers as well.
Undead structures are summoned.
Oh god.
Buildings can only be summoned onto blight, with the exception of the necropolis.
Yes, I'm quite aware of what's going on. And we got 3 paladins to kill. We got Uver in the end. And Uver is gonna be pretty tough, because he got... if you have seen my first commentaries, or my first commentaries on Warcraft 3, you will know about the annoying Ufer who all the time pretty much has a shield, which he starts up and using, which pretty much is very annoying, and that shield lasts for 45 seconds. And that's pretty much a pain in the ass, if you ask me.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
So let's get all of these guys, and
Thy will be done.
there we are. And you see, these guys get a 20 in lumber. They're really good to have. The only thing is that we're a little bit over encumbered. We're gonna build up like pretty much like that, where it looks as good as possible. And it's just to let it be. A good Beatles song as well. And now we need to wait for our haunted gold mine. That thing is done now. So let's just get everyone surrounding it, and you see we can start earning some money.
Tread lightly.
And we got our ghouls working pretty hasty, and pretty good as well. And I hope my mic is well placed. I can make one more accolade, but I don't really... wait, if I press C...
Summon more ziggurats.
Yeah, that actually works pretty good. If I look at anything I can build, if I hold over, you see that thing that is like a little bit yellow. If you see there, it says train accolades. That means that if I want this guy, the shortcut for this guy is C. Pretty nice to know. We need to build a crypt and a graveyard. And a graveyard is pretty easily built, because what you do is that you just take this. It's basically the... it might sound very weird, but it's basically the lumber mill of the undead. And you might wonder, like, why would a graveyard be a lumber mill? I don't know. I actually don't know in any kind of way. But whatever, I'm still happy with that. The only problem now that we have now is that we cannot make abominations yet, and abominations for me...
Will supply the undead army with fresh corpses.
Yes, I know, I'm quite aware of the Sigurust and what they are good for. And good thing about Sigurust is that they actually, as you can see, food 10. I'm sorry if I sometimes, you know, just like lack out, or just basically I'm not really in the moment, I guess. It's more that someone is saying something and you might not hear it, and I'm pretty sorry for that, but there's not really that much I can do. Let's just get up 2 base here, and let's get up 1 more Sigurust down here. And then you get back to getting me more gold. I need gold. And pretty much what we're gonna be doing is a pretty simple rush with the ghouls, and I don't really think there's that much more I can build. I'm waiting until I can build some necromancers, because when they make skeletons, it's very useful and very nice to have. And you know, the thing you do with the ghouls is that you just gather up a good amount and build a graveyard. Haven't I done that now? That's a graveyard, you see. And let's move this guy closer. So, you know, you get so much lumber that you basically use the ghouls for you know, doing damage, but when you have a spare time with them, you can actually gather lumber, and you don't really have to be that needed with it. So yeah. But they only take up so much lumber, it's insane. Let's get these crypt, and let's get out some ghouls. Not enough gold. It's gonna be so hard when we're actually gonna face Ufa, because Ufa is one heck of a hero. And here we are. Our first attack. Let's get these ghouls back a little bit. Actually, if I take every ghoul here and surround him, I think I can get him down. Yeah, no problem. So I've been talking around quite a lot now, and maybe time to get into some action, I guess. So let's get back to that. You guys wouldn't really need
Tread lightly.
those 3 gals there. They're gonna be good for making lumber. We should get up a good amount of... wow, they're very cheap. They're only 140. So Sigrast, let's make a spirit tower right there. But that's 120. There we are. And you guys deliver this in. There we are. And pretty much we got good amount of everything, and it's basically time to move out. We're gonna take our first hero, which is our first paladin. This is basically the keep of the paladins, and here's our first one. Champion of Light, Baldur the Bright.